What's going on, folks? Welcome back to another Scum video. I hope we're doing well. Ladies and gents, I feel compelled to make this video, which is a little disappointing. Now, I understand that there is a huge movement going on within the community on where Scum currently is right now, and I fully understand that, and I fully get it. I'm not a developer in any way. I'm just a content creator who plays the game. That is literally all I do. Guys, I've tried to stay on the positive side of this and have done for a while. Now, the game does state that features will be broken and removed if need be, i.e. the modular car system and all the rafts and everything else has recently been put back in, which we know. Now, the game is not finished. In turn, it's broken in its own right. You know, it's not finished or fixed in any way, shape or form. And I understand people's concerns with this game, and I do have a point I'm getting to. Now, I do have my own concerns with this game, and I did say I wasn't going to make this video, but like I said, I feel compelled to make this because I've had some messages from people that have been quite nasty, and it's a little bit I feel a bit embarrassed for those people who are saying, Ray, you need to say stuff, you need to open your mouth, everyone else is. Now, I don't do what everyone else does. That's the first thing I want to put across. I don't do what everyone else does. I'm myself. I do what I do, and I do what I need to do. Now, I've put content out for this game for over 5 years, ladies and gents. I have been there with the negative stuff. I've been there with the positive stuff, and I'm not a big fan of doing the negatives. If you're going to do the negatives, there's a bug report. There's a you know, if you press escape, you can literally go and do bug reports or even report a player. The devs at Enquiries have their own community place over on the Scum Steam forums as well to place anything. I don't really just want to post stuff out negative. I want to really focus on the positive things with this game. I understand that that's not always going to help, because if there are major issues, then obviously you know how it goes. Now, I think we need to sort of understand something here. Now, if Enquiries are going to give us any information on when 1.0 is around, like when it's going to be released or anything like that, I think that's what we need to find out. Now, with the way that the community have been reacting over the hordes and everything else, I fully understand that at 0.95. I get it, and I fully respect their opinions on this. And some people have been a little bit nasty about this. I mean, people do take this a little bit too far. But considering that we don't know when 1.0 is coming out, is it going to be 2026? If that's the case, then there's a lot of time to go. If it's going to be in 5 months, I personally, and I will say this now from my mouth, say it's not ready. The game is no way near ready for 1.0 if it's going to be in the next 5 months. Definitely not. We have major issues with puppets. We have major issues with animals. The animals, the wolves, kind of just float or hang around there. They don't really do much damage, and they're quite soft, including the bears. You know, I'm not really afraid of the animals within the game, and I think there's a bit of a cause for concern in that respect. My main concern, anyway, is the metabolism system, the bone breakages, the viruses, being able to boil water at the side of a river, because let's face it, we can get water and food anywhere, really, and everywhere on the island. There's a lot of food here, and the survival side of things is, you know, let's say quite easy in that respect. That's the easy part, is finding food and water. So the metabolism for me is a huge part of it. Not just the hordes, ladies and gents, not just the hordes. Do I think there's too many abandoned bunkers? Far too many abandoned bunkers. Definitely. And, you know, there needs to be some system, I think a little bit of an overhaul with the respawn system as well, personally, in my opinion. I think the respawn system needs a little bit of a change up to make it more survival. In that respect as well. Now, when you look at this game, guys, this game's been in early access for 5 years. 7 Days to Die has been like 7.5 years, 11 years for Star Citizen. How many years? 7 to 10 years for DayZ. Tarkov, 8 years, something like that. And now they want to charge £250 for a fucking package. Like, seriously? Like, the Enquiries have been literally handing out or putting out these little DLCs that you do not need to play the game in any way, shape or form. You do not need them. You do not need them to win. You know, it's not a pay-to-win kind of thing. These DLCs are a little bit of a financial support to help the devs. Let's talk about Dead Matter. Let's talk about The Day Before, if you want to talk about cash grabbers. These devs are doing everything as legal and as loyal as possible to their player base. You don't have to buy these DLCs to play the game. You don't have to buy them to win in any way, shape or form. These devs are something that I would call extremely, extremely unique to the gaming world, and is a breath of fresh air in my opinion. And sticking with Scum for over 5 years has been the best journey I've had with any game, including the 15,000 hours that I've put into Arma 2 DayZ and Arma 3, and maybe a little bit of standalone as well. But standalone obviously is, you know, going where it's going. Now, I've had some of the biggest modders that are waiting to bring over the thousands of mods over from DayZ, and they've contacted me to ask me when 1.0 is coming out because they watch my channel for that information. So literally, most of the DayZ modders are waiting to come over to Scum because this is the closest thing they've got. And it's always been Scum, DayZ, DayZ, Scum. Let's face it, it has been. So my voice here on this video, the point of this video is I would like to try and figure out and find out when 1.0 is going to be roughly. If we can figure that out, then maybe we can slow down a little bit of this, stop a bit of this screaming and nastiness that's coming from the community that is just screaming that this game is dead, this game is this, there's all these players and cheaters coming from other countries and that. Well, I want to see the evidence for this. I'm not going to be one of them to say, hey, we've got a load of cheaters coming from this region or these places and stuff like this. Today there was over 22,000 people playing Scum. Absolutely phenomenal. But I am not in any way, shape or form going to turn around and say that there is a whole group of people from this country and completely, what would you expect the devs to do? Region block another country? You think they're actually going to do that? It's insane. Considering that there was, you know, there are players out there who have been banned for alt accounts and then they had 35 alt accounts. Do you know how many players have 30 plus accounts? And they could be using alts. I've known people to play on the main game and a laptop and another laptop at the same time. So they've got 3 characters in one server. It's crazy. That's why I enjoy a pure Scum server, because they don't allow alts and the admins don't play there. So my point has been, we need to figure out where 1.0 is going to be. When's it going to be? 2025, 26? What's exactly going to happen here? And I do want to say to everyone, thank you for your ongoing support as well. But I just think we really need to stop the nastiness with everything that's this game is sort of like bringing right now as we're coming to 1.0. I think we need to sort of like respect the devs. We've had COVID, guys. We've had earthquakes over in Croatia as well. They've had all of this to deal with, and they're still where they are after 5 years. Still further than any other game after that 5-year period in terms of bringing in the open world survival, metabolism, all the advanced features and everything else as well. They've completely manipulated the Unreal Engine 4 to get exactly what they want out of this game. It's not just let's cut and paste and put this in the game. It's taking a long time, and they've done this within just a little over 5 years, guys. 5 years was the 29th of August 2023, last year. And now, obviously, we're a few months after that, so a little over 5 years now. And I am very proud and very humbled to be supporting this game and have my merch in the game. Oh, devs, please fix my RK hoodie because it's red and there's no RK on it, and it makes me sad. So I love you and leave you guys. I really appreciate your time for watching this. I know it sounds like a rant. It's really not. It's a little bit of an understanding. Like, guys, chill out, relax. It's a game. Don't have to get nasty over it and start slating people off and everything else as well. Myself and other content creators just want this game. We all want the same goal, guys. We want a great game at the end of it. That's what we want. So much love. Stay safe. Look after yourselves. Put something positive in the comment section down below. And don't forget to hit that like button. Take care.